What up, Hyperchange? Welcome to another episode. Today I'm doing an update on Jonze Soda, ticker's JSDA. This is one of the first companies I ever covered on Hyperchange. They're a fascinating little craft soda company based in Seattle, Washington. That's where my hometown is, so they have a special place in my heart. And I want to give an update on the turnaround today to you guys. I've had a ton of requests. I'm no longer a shareholder. I got out a while ago, but I still follow the company, so here are my thoughts. Jonze Soda, since 2012, has been in the midst of an intense turnaround. They brought back their old CEO, Jennifer Q, who's done a great job at streamlining the company, getting them back to break even, and even returning to growth last year. But the company is struggling to move beyond this point of break even and about 15 million in revenue. If you'll check out their financials, you'll see that their loss has been shrinking and that they were able to grow significantly last year with revenue going from 13.6 million to 15.7 million. But the bulk of that was due to a one-time kind of channel stuffing with 7-Eleven. They did a private label partnership with them, which has since slowed down. So it looks like revenue is going to be down this year. If you take a look at what I'm expecting, I'm thinking 14.5 million. And this is still better than 2 years ago and still a sort of slow progression of the turnaround. Personally, the reason why I got kind of frustrated with the company and decided to move on was because I thought the turnaround was happening too slow. Now, the Jonze brand is an incredible brand. In 2007, they were doing 40 million in sales. They were making a few million in profit. Like, these guys were on fire. The recession hits, they overexpanded, they're losing a ton of money, but the brand is still huge. In fact, they recently launched a brand extension called Spike Jonze, which is a hard alcoholic version of Jonze Soda, kind of like an apple cider product, but the distribution on that has been lackluster. Jonze has all this potential, but they seem to not put their foot on the gas in terms of innovation, execution. Spike Jonze could be a huge product. I think alcohol is going to sell a lot better than soda, but I haven't seen it on the shelves. I've been searching the hashtag Jonze Soda on social media. I haven't seen any posts about it. Where is that? I don't know. And the company is really fighting an uphill battle here. It's no secret that soda's on the decline. And this is another reason that I kind of had to part ways with soda companies. I used to be super into them, but I realized I never drink soda. I never buy soda. So why am I invested in products that I don't even buy or use? I used to collect Jonze Soda, like Sugar Plum. I got the Nuka Cola. I know you guys, for those who know, Nuka Cola is like ultra rare. This goes for like 30 bucks on eBay. But is one-off projects like Nuka Cola going to sustain a 15 million revenue run rate and allow the company to grow? The bulk of their revenue is still in grocery stores. It's still in convenience stores. They're going to continue to lose that shelf space, not because they're not great, but just because soda is shrinking. People want teas. People want juices. People want kombucha these days. They want things that are natural with no sugar. This Jonze Soda has 44 grams of sugar. If you Google what you should eat in a day, it's 35 grams of sugar. This is why I never drink soda. There's just way too much sugar. And although Jonze is actively trying to reduce the sugar in its beverages, they're not being loud enough about that they're trying to do this. They're not doing it fast enough. Their products are falling behind in the spectrum of what consumers want to drink nowadays. The other big thing about Jonze Soda is this tiny little brand called Lemoncocco. This is an internally developed brand. It's based on a beverage that you can find on the streets of Rome. It's kind of like a gourmet lemonade, Italian version with coconut cream, Sicilian lemons. I love Lemoncocco. I think this is a blockbuster product. They put no money into it. It's grown organically. By my count on the store locator on their website, they have about 1,000 stores in the US and Canada carrying Lemoncocco in just 2 years. Given they haven't really had any money to put behind this push, I would say that's a great sign. But remember, this is a company that's doing 15 million in revenue. If we assume Lemoncocco's in 1,000 stores this year, they sell an average of 2 cans per day per store with a net revenue per can of 75 cents. That's a little over 500,000 revenue to Jonze. That's not moving the needle. Even if Lemoncocco's business goes up 5x to 2.5 million, it would still only be 15 to 20% of Jonze's overall revenue. Lemoncocco, the right direction. It's the way the beverage industry is headed, and I love that Jonze innovated that, and I think that brand alone is already worth a couple million and will continue to grow in value as it grows. It's going to be a long time before that really moves the needle on Jonze profitability, and then the question becomes, will Lemoncocco's growth and profitability be able to offset a decline in the soda business? Maybe. And I have a couple ideas of how Jonze can try and reinvigorate their soda business. The first thing is, I think they need to pivot their entire mindset from being a soda company to a candy company. Jonze has launched candy before. I think they need to double down on this strategy, keep the brand extensions going, keep launching different candies. And the biggest thing they can do with their beverages is they have all these quirky flavors, like this is Sugar Plum. This is candy cane. They need to release way more custom limited edition sodas and flavors. They should shrink the size. Nobody wants to drink 12 ounces of soda. It's just way too much. I can't remember the last time I did it. Maybe I'm weird. But I would argue the trend is people are drinking less and less soda, and they'd be way more willing to have it as a treat once in a while. And that's even how Jonze brands itself. Like, it should be a treat. They know you shouldn't be drinking soda every day. They need to adapt to that and create a smaller form factor. You could probably even charge the same price. Nobody wants that much sugar, and you just feel bad when you only drink half a soda and throw the rest away. A smaller form factor and a double down on crazy flavors and a pivot towards really being a candy company is the way to go for Jonze. For example, down the street, there's a store called Handsome Dan's, which is a candy shop right near me in Manhattan, and they have 3 different flavors of Jonze soda. They have a couple different craft soda lines. In the summer, they make slushies with Jonze soda. That's a huge hit. Like, they have a chalkboard outside that's like Jonze soda slushies. That's what they need to double down on. Okay, another way I think they could reinvigorate sales is get into gaming. They've had a couple partnerships. Nuka Cola Quantum is a partnership with Bethesda for the game Fallout. They also recently did one for Final Fantasy last year. With Comic-Con, they launched a Sonic soda. The e-gaming community, for whatever reason, loves Jonze Soda's brand. Hit up Twitch, the gaming platform, for a partnership, something. The quirky flavors, the custom limited edition sodas with video games is a great little niche for them. All of those who've been following Jonze Soda are like, oh, they have this great partnership with 7-Eleven, co-branded sodas. I love the fact that they're doing Slurpees with 7-Eleven. That's high margin. I love that part of the business. But guys, no one's buying soda anymore. Just because you put it in a million 7-Eleven stores doesn't mean people are going to buy it. And I would argue that's what's happening. And that's why even though they're in all these 7-Eleven stores with these private label sodas, we got a one-time sales bump from stocking the shelves. And now the reorders have been weak because people simply aren't drinking that. The last thing I will know is, one thing I like to do is look at Jonze trademarks to figure out what they're scheming on next. This is how I figured out that they were going to launch Spike Jonze way before they announced it. This is how I found out about Lemoncocco way before they publicized it. Well, they recently filed the trademark for this thing called Bubbl'eau, or I don't know if I'm saying that, B Bubbl'eau. But anyway, in May, they filed this cool trademark for this sparkling water brand. It looks cool, it looks French, it looks trendy. This could be really exciting. If this is another Lemoncocco type brand they're developing in-house, this could be a game changer. They've shown the ability to create brands in-house. That is not easy to do. What they did with Lemoncocco is really impressive. In 2 or 3 years, Lemoncocco is going to really start to pay off, and I'd love to see them plant the seed of another Lemoncocco type brand with Bubbl'eau. So I'd be on the lookout for that if I was still in Jonze. The other thing is, these guys are the camera company. What is Jonze? They're all about you sending in your picture to be on the label of a Jonze soda. Okay, make that easier. We're still living in like 2002, according to Jonze Soda. You gotta like email it in, submit a picture, and then they'll email you back. What are we doing? You should be able to snap at Jonze Soda and then press a button, like a pop-up pops up with Snapchat, and you can order a soda with your snap on it. They just need to adapt. They were the original social media using fans' photos company. People are only taking more content than ever. Jonze should only be accelerating its program of consumer-submitted photos, but I think they have way too much friction to actually submit a photo to Jonze, and that's why no one's really doing it anymore. Everyone's on their phones. They need to get mobile. They either need to integrate with Instagram or Snapchat to make it really easy to submit yourself for a Jonze Soda label. That wraps up. I love Jonze Soda as a brand. Jennifer Q, the CEO of the company, is one of the best leaders in microcap. This has huge potential. The turnaround is there. I think if they can't turn around, they're going to sell the Jonze brand and the company to someone for a big premium who wants it. Jonze, if you assume they have 42 million shares outstanding, we're looking at a market cap of 17 million based on 40 cents a share. For a company that's doing 14.5 million in revenue, that's really cheap if they were able to make money. The beverage industry is really tough. At this scale, it's going to be impossible for them to make a profit. They need to grow to be able to produce any earnings. I'm still rooting for them. I still think the turnaround is possible, but they're running into roadblocks. They're struggling. They need to reinvigorate their core glass bottle business somehow. I think pivoting into a candy company is the way to do it. And they need to double down on Lemoncocco. If they can figure out this Bubbl'eau brand, that could be additional upside. But this is a fascinating, quirky little company, Jonze Soda. That's my update. If you have any thoughts, ideas, anything like that, let me know. That's Hyperchange. I'll see you guys next time.